What is the Dover Demon? Massachusetts exhibit takes deeper look at mystery. Oops.
About a creepy creature has led to an urban legend in Massachusetts.
Jordan shows us the stories around a demon who is rumored to roam in one community.
It happens here, Dover. Before it was a town, the area was called Springfield because of its rural, open pastures. Home to one of the world's first solar-heated homes, the Dover Sun House was a groundbreaking experiment in 1948 that became the first modern house to be heated by nothing but the sun. A scare in the 1970s also put Dover on the map internationally, with residents reporting a sighting of a strange creature that decades later remains a mystery.
The Dover Demon was reported to have pale, fleshy toned skin, very long fingers. He had bright, glowing orange eyes.
After being sighted on 3 separate occasions on April 21st and the 22nd of 1977, the Dover Demon became well known in the world of cryptozoology, the study of creatures or animals whose existence is not scientifically proven.
The day before these sightings, April 20th, there was a reported UFO sighting in Medfield, which is just a town over.
Dover Historical Society board member and director Liz Fallon has become a believer herself over the years.
I believe that they saw something those 2 nights.
She tells WBZ the sightings were on Farm Street, Springdale Ave, and Miller Hill Road. The first sighting was at 10:30 the night of the 21st along a stone wall on Farm Street. Images often show the creature climbing rocks there or by a tree, where it was reported the same night around midnight. The third high schooler to see the demon reported it on Springdale the following evening. But it's not the first time the reports were made.
There were reports from 5 years earlier in Sherborne that somebody saw what looked very much by description like the Dover Demon as well.
Comic books, card games, books, and more highlight the local legend.
Some people in town that I talk to, they say that they've seen the Dover Demon or seen something like the Dover Demon.
Now this fall, a special exhibit on the Dover Demon is open at the Historical Society, explaining the history of the tale that's haunted the community for nearly half a century.
Some people say alien, some people say cryptid, some people say it was a hoax. We say it's up to you to figure out.
So the exhibit features memorabilia, kids' activities. It's on display this fall. It's open the second Saturday of November and December, or you can go online and set up a time to visit for yourself and see what you believe. My personal, non-professional opinion is that the Dover Demon just came by from space.
Okay,
an alien. Maybe an alien.
Okay.
And went home because too many people saw him.
Many people saw him. He reminds me very much of Precious from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In the 70s, a lot of senior pranks
were
going on. I think that's what it was.
Maybe a teen.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan. Now
Well, there you go. The Dover Demon. What is it? Or what was it? Is it still around? We have to wonder these things.
It features.
We have to wonder these things. But it's an interesting phenomenon, whatever it is. Could still be existing today. That's always a possibility. But we don't know for sure. Have there been any sightings since the initial reports? I don't know. This report didn't seem to indicate there were any sightings since. Maybe it was just an alien. Who knows? We may never know. Small Town Monsters' Siege of Ape Canyon separates truth from the myth. The story that shook the Pacific Northwest gets revitalized. An issue that plagues documentaries about Bigfoot or the hunt for it is the inevitable ending in which the creature isn't found. This is not the case with Siege of Ape Canyon, the latest documentary from director Eli Watson. The film is not about the search for Bigfoot, but the pursuit of a local legend and more than the Bigfoot legend itself. The documentary, filmed in Washington and Oregon, comes to us from Small Town Monsters, who produce documentaries centered on monster folklore in rural areas. They've previously given us features on werewolves and the Jersey Devil. Siege of Ape Canyon explores the legacy of a legendary encounter with creatures near Mount St. Helens. In July 1924, 5 men from Kelso, Washington, led by Fred Beck, began encountering large, hairy, bipedal creatures on the eastern slope of Mount St. Helens. They laid claim there to mine gold and built a humble cabin to house themselves. 2 of the men found one of the creatures hiding behind a tree and opened fire with their rifles, causing the beast to flee. They returned to the cabin and told their skeptical companions, who encountered another one of the creatures referred to as mountain devils by opening narrator Lyle Blackburn, and were able to bring it down after several rifle shots. Realizing they had never escaped the forest by nightfall, they opted to stay in the cabin and leave at first light. That night, 6 or 7 mountain devils laid siege to the cabin, throwing rocks onto the roof, digging underneath, pounding on the walls. While the men fired at them from the inside, all 5 men made it to dawn, fleeing the forest and reporting the incident to the rangers. The story was widely publicized in the newspapers, establishing a local legacy that would last for generations. This legacy and the discoveries that arose from it are what Siege of Ape Canyon explores. And I got this documentary the other day, and I watched it and really enjoyed it. And my review will be coming up here in a second. But this is a good review of it here as well. This is Brad Angus, a friend of Mark Marcel. But it's really great. And as a matter of fact, my review is coming up right now. Blu-ray review, The Siege of Ape Canyon, another terrific documentary from Small Town Monsters. In 2024, Eli Watson and the crew of Small Town Monsters on the Trail of put together a documentary on the Ape Canyon incident, which was 100 years old by then. They interviewed Mark Marcel, who had been working on the Ape Canyon case since 2004. In 2013, Mark found the actual cabin the miners stayed at that was attacked by 6 or 7 apes, also known as mountain devils, or should I say what was left of the cabin, as well as finding the Vander White mine where the miners were staking their claim. He had found a spoon, nails, and baling wire that was used at the cabin, which had been abandoned by the miners after the attack. Eli and his crew also interviewed Mark's friend Brad Angus, his wife Catherine, and more importantly Marion Smith, one of the miners' granddaughter, and his great-great-grandsons. The granddaughter is Betty Mitchell. The 3 great-great-grandsons also went to the cabin site with Mark and the STM crew. I highly recommend this documentary, now available at the STM website store. Perfect 10 out of 10. And it really is terrific. As you saw by my review, I really loved it and enjoyed it. So I think you guys will enjoy it as well. And I'll include a link to the shop for Small Town Monsters in the description below. Finally, we have a passing to note. It's a big one. Maybe not as big as Jeff Meldrum, but still a big one. Probably the greatest goodwill ambassador of the Bigfoot community, Bill Green, passed away. He was only 56 years old. I knew Bill for over 30 years, and he was a good guy. We had disagreements from time to time, but I never considered them to be personal. I don't think Bill did either. And we got along most of the time. And everything that he would post, he would want a like on it, which is fine. And I would always put likes on it, sometimes make comments. Especially his purchases. So, this is a sad passing. But at least he's no longer in pain. So, Bill, may your memory be eternal. And that's going to do it for this week. We want to thank you very much for tuning in. You guys are the heart of the show. I always say that, but I always mean it. And I will continue to do this as long as you guys want me to. And hey, until next week, y'all be good at Space HBM's Cryptid-Corner.